Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cinema Wave podcast here at the Culture Wave Media Network. I'm your host, Meaghan Krantz, and today I'm here with Ella Lambiazzi.
Hi.
Sorry, I was gonna let you say your name and then I just said it for you. So today we're going to be talking about episode 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty on Amazon Prime Video, and we're already a little bit heated. Today's going to be a very interesting conversation, as there's been a really interesting turn of events that have unfolded around the dinner table.
Around the dinner table.
So,
Wow.
so yeah, I'm gonna just let you kick this off because I think that on the right here, yet again, as it always turns out, we start to talk about it, and then we're like, no, we need to hold our thoughts until we get here. So take it away. What should we discuss first? Because there's a lot.
So, I just want to say that the Jeremiah hate train is just gonna keep going, and I don't think it's gonna stop.
Nope.
I think that Jenny Holland is really just doing everything she can to make Jeremiah look horrible.
Yeah.
Like everything that he's been doing is just hurting his character so much that I don't know. I almost feel bad for him.
Yeah. I find that very... Oh, because I haven't read the books, as I mentioned in the last episode, but all I've been seeing on TikTok and also just from talking to you is just like he's just so much worse in the show. And I think like that's such an interesting choice. It's like she's just making it so obvious, or they're making it so obvious in the show that like Jeremiah is the worst possible choice for her. And I think that's very entertaining. I'm entertained personally.
Yeah. So like right now in the books at this part, or at least maybe like it's going to be seen more in the next few episodes, but Jeremiah has Steven's job or like an internship at his dad's like company.
Wait.
So like you know how Steven's working for Jeremiah and Conrad's dad?
Yes. Yeah.
At whatever like firm,
the finance
or whatever.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's in the book, he's interning there for the whole summer. So like while him and Belly are like planning the wedding, you're gonna probably see it in the next episode, like instead of him, I don't know what he's gonna be doing because in the books he has an internship, so he's always like not around because he's doing that, which and eventually like leads Belly to be playing the wedding mostly by herself, but that's for later. But like right now, like has to take another semester of college, which he didn't have to do in the books, and like his life is just not going.
Oh my god.
The same at all. And then, like, probably in the end, he's gonna lose Belly too. Like, I don't even know what's gonna happen to him because...
Yeah, he's gonna have nothing.
I almost feel bad for him, like, almost. But also, like, just check your email. Like, just check...
just check your email.
Like, you checked your email about the flight to Cabo, and that works out. Like, why don't you check about your grades? Like, I don't understand.
But the fact that he's also jobless, I didn't even know that he was supposed to not be jobless.
That's why in that one scene in the first or second episode, like, Adam throws at him, like, what, you gonna pick up another shift at the club, like, as a lifeguard this summer? Like, I don't know, he's graduating college and he doesn't have any kind of internship, any kind of job.
Yeah.
He's just, like, in his little frat world. Meanwhile, Conrad's a doctor.
Yeah. Wow,
so,
it's really laid out for you.
I wonder why they're making these choices right now, because I don't know if they're just trying to like they did Jeremiah good last season, I think, by making Conrad look really bad. So I feel like they're just like totally flipping the script now and making Jeremiah look like the worst possible version. Like, I didn't expect this to be what they did to him. But, like, everyone kept saying like, oh, we can't wait for Jeremiah's downfall. Like, literally this is his downfall.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad.
And he's falling hard.
He's falling really hard.
He's falling on his face. Face first. But that's just such an interesting thing though, because it's almost like, I wonder if they knew what direction they were going to go with the show from the start, because I almost feel like maybe they didn't, and maybe that's why the focus was on Conrad last season and like his downfall, and then they're like, wait, maybe they were Team Jeremiah, like the creators last season, and then they were like you know, maybe they hired some new people and they were like I don't know, there's a lot of theories, but
I feel like they had to come back from last season, because watching last season, I was really angry as like a book enjoyer because of the way Belly was acting, and I still am a little bit, because I feel like at this point she doesn't even deserve Conrad anymore.
No,
but we'll talk about that later in the episode. But like all the time last season, like even when Belly was getting with Jeremiah for the first time, like she still always thought about Conrad. because like in the scene where Conrad leaves his exam and sees them kissing at his car for the first time, like he sees them, they get caught, and Belly runs right after him in the books, like runs right after him and leaves Jeremiah in her wake. Yeah. But in the show, they made it Conrad walks away and Jeremiah tells Belly to go after him. So there's such a different motive that they change in the season of the show versus the books. Like, in the books, her love for Conrad was always more prominent. It almost feels like they were doing it just so they could have that debate, like, Team Jeremiah, Team Conrad, and maybe now they're regretting it or something. I don't even know why they did that to her last season. Like,
yeah, it's funny because it's almost like I feel like there's no debate in the show. Like,
there's not.
Yeah, they're, like, picking for you by showing you how bad one or the other is.
Yeah. And, like, at the end of the last season, they made Jeremiah seem so great. I mean, obviously, like, Team Conrad fans knew that was going to change because of the books, but, like, I just didn't think it was going to change in the way that it is. And, I mean, I guess I'm kind of happy for it, but, like, I almost feel bad for Jeremiah in a way because of the way he's being, like, treated, but I also don't because, like, I don't know, he's just being so childish and not grown up.
Jeremiah is not Endgame.
No.
We've known this.
No.
Yeah.
But that brings us to Belly, who is just so, like, messy. Like, again, with last season, just by the end, it seemed like she was all about Jeremiah. And nothing with her deep-rooted love for Conrad. Like, the scene that I hated most from last season, I don't know if you remember it, but it was when do you remember when they were all helping Conrad study for his final exam in the house? And, like, they had to bring him to college the next morning so he could pass his exam. And that's when she started having feelings for Jeremiah. And, like, overnight, they were, like, laying by the pool looking at the stars. And she was literally about to tell Conrad right there about her feelings for Jeremiah. Which, I was just like, Belly would never do this. Like, I feel like she would at least just, like, try to keep it to herself or something. Like, why would she, like, tell him this? Like, all she ever wanted was to look at the stars with Conrad, and now you are, and you're thinking about his brother. Like, I just always hated the way she acted in the last season.
Belly
I don't know.
Is seriously driven by her emotions.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the only thing that has been driving her decisions this entire show.
Yeah.
Because I think what she really needs is to just be by herself for a little while, because she's just jumping from, not only, like, jumping from one guy to another, which is, like, a normal thing, but jumping from one brother to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's messy. Like, she needs to kind of, I don't even know if she deserves Conrad right now, to be honest.
Everyone keeps making jokes about how at the end of this season, Belly's going to choose Summer. And, like, that's going to be the end game. And, like, Team Jeremiah and Team Conrad both don't win. But I kind of, like, hope she does in a way. Like, I hope she doesn't choose Summer. She chooses herself. And she chooses Paris. And, like, chooses to go abroad and be alone for a while. And then that eventually will lead her back to Conrad.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I hope happens.
I kind of agree.
I don't know, because right now she needs to definitely work on herself before she could, like, she's going to be with Jeremiah for 3 years, dump him before the wedding, maybe, and then get right with Conrad. Like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know what everyone's expecting. But that's like, not what happens in the books either.
Oh,
but, obviously, you'll see how it plays out, and I will see how it plays out, because maybe they're just going to, like, change it. But,
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, then, on that note, because I can't even bear to think about Jeremiah anymore, this last episode started out with all the Taylor and Steven stuff, no?
Oh, I forgot about them.
Steven recovered pretty fast. He just didn't get hurt that bad, I guess, because he's all like,
I'm fine,
he's
fine.
like, fine.
Mom, leave me alone. I could work.
Yeah, okay. Steven made me laugh a lot, though. I'm not he actually made me laugh the hardest, probably, in this episode. I like Steven
this season.
Me
I know,
too.
People have been hating on him, but I think he's real. Because,
people have been hating on him?
A little bit, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Like when I talked to my mom for the first time, she's like, yeah, there was too much Steven and Taylor. I just think she's, like, a little dense. Like, she doesn't really, like, she's too focused on Belly and Conrad and, like, that whole storyline.
Right.
But I don't know. I've been enjoying Steven. I feel like he's really relatable this season somehow. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
he feels like it's like a I don't know. He feels more real. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think what I'm just sort of confused about right now is what you know how we were talking about Agnes last episode, and we were like, what? Like, she's just kind of she's just kind of here to move the story along.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, like his Steven's coworker that, like, first of all, every time we see that office, Steven is sitting on the computer, and then there's just he has that one his one coworker, like, they're just, like, right across from each other. on that desk, and there's not a single other person in the office. Like,
is that true?
It's just so quiet in there all the time, and it's just them two, and they're just like talking, and I'm like, what? I don't know.
Can't stand her. Can't stand her.
So what is her deal?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I genuinely have no idea. I mean, what? Because are they gonna give Steven like this new love interest in the last season, like to totally beat Taylor? Like, I don't even understand what the purpose of this is.
I don't understand the purpose either.
I hate it. Like, I don't know. Like, why? Like, that was taking up the screen time that I shouldn't have been. Like, why do we need a FaceTime call between them? Like, and like, what's she gonna do?
Yes. Yeah. Right. I don't know. So that was kind of weird, but I don't know if maybe she's gonna be some kind of distraction or something for Steven, or like.
Maybe, like, I could see maybe it being like they finally like get to that point where they're gonna like kiss or whatever, and then he just realized like, oh, I still love Taylor.
Yeah, you're not Taylor.
Yeah, and that's probably like
yeah
what it's gonna be, honestly. Because I mean, like I said last episode, like Steven and Taylor and this girl, like they weren't even in the books. Steven was barely in the books.
Really?
Yeah, and Taylor was the worst friend ever in the books. Like they completely changed them in the show.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Well, because I'm glad that Steven's in the show more, because literally that same scene after the FaceTime call with that other girl, and Laurel is like, you like no screens and everything, and then also like when Belly like jumps like into like his hit like into like on the side of the bed, and then they're just like talking, and then he's like, oh my god, finally someone that's not like I don't remember what he said, but somebody that's not like so worried about me or whatever, like babysitting me, and they just kind of have this just, you know, like
brother sister moment.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
it's good that they could still, like, they have that bond.
Right.
Stuff. Like,
that was refreshing to see, because I feel like we haven't seen a lot of that. But it was just so. Oh yeah, and then when his dad comes in afterwards, when Belly actually does steal the laptop and whatever, Steven just he's just like, these women, like you like he was like, these women, I can't, and I was like, that is so
That's
real.
So true. I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, he was so real for that crash out, because I was like, yeah, actually all the women kind of are being a pain in the ass right now.
Yeah,
and I can like fully say to the
Belly,
confidence.
Taylor, all of them.
Yeah, they're all being a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
and that is I think that's a great segue into like everything going on with Steven and Taylor right now is like all these kind of just like forced miscommunications that are driving me nuts. You know?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like with the mom.
Yeah.
And how Taylor's mom had to call Steven. Like, was that necessary? To talk about their financial problems?
I know.
Like, how embarrassing must it be for Taylor to know that now her, like, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, complicated talking stage, whatever, knows that they're in debt.
Yeah.
Or that they're, like, about to lose everything. Like,
her mom is such, like, a stereotypical, like... I
hate it.
Yeah. Like, she's such that character, you know, of just like, oh, like ditzy single mom that's like, yeah, that she's like trying to be like young, like you know what it reminds me of? It's like it's like a not as good version of like Regina George's mom in Mean Girls. Like I feel like that's kind of what she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. I'm like, I don't care. But then she just totally embarrasses Taylor, which I think was like, that was kind of cruel, honestly. But I also think, on the other hand, I don't know. I mean, I know that him and Taylor are probably gonna make up, but like, she totally freaks out and is like, I don't even want to talk to you about this. But then I thought it was sweet that he was actually really trying to help. Like he was like genuinely concerned, and also I guess he kind of is the right person to help them.
Yeah, financial.
Technically. So like he does, because he cares about them, but he also understands the financial part of it. So I was like, yo, listen, maybe you shouldn't have, you know, he already knows.
Yeah.
Maybe you should actually accept his help.
Yeah.
But I thought that was, and they had I love the moment they had in the living room when they look up, like when she looks up at him.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
That was, when she comes to visit Belly.
Yeah. I think like then it makes me wonder like how much of her was just going to visit Belly and how much of it was just like to be around Steven.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she loves them both, but like I thought about that because like imagine like being in her position, like the love of your life is like in your best friend's house.
My best friend's brother.
Best friend's brother.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like a lot of what they're doing with them, but I don't like a lot of what they're doing with them too. Like the forced miscommunications a lot, but I kind of like the dynamic it's pushing them into.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like Taylor freaked out like that on him for trying to help because of her being embarrassed and whatever, and that sparked like that reaction out of her because she's like gonna lose a lot. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but I don't know. I just think her mom like is a character that wasn't really necessary. Like I don't know if this is the way they need to like give them problems. They could have done it in a different way or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But on another note about Taylor, I love the coffee shop scene where her and Belly go into the coffee shop. She like. She's like, Belly's like, oh, I'm paying, and she orders like whatever she wants.
Yep.
And then they sit there, and Belly's like, I'm getting married, and she had the most real reaction.
Yep.
Out of anyone. I mean, honestly, I think everyone's reactions were pretty valid throughout the entire episode, but starting with the first one of the episode, Taylor. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. She was like, what the fuck? Like he just broke up with you. What? You're back together for all of 5 seconds? Like whatever she said like that. Yeah. Like she's not being an unsupportive friend. She's being real.
She's being so real. Yeah. I completely agree with everything she said in that scene. Yeah.
Yeah. And like it was just too hard for Belly to hear. And I just think the funniest part of this episode was the ring.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking of bringing in like a small ring as a bit, but then I was like, I think it's better if I just like don't have one on at all, because that's kind of the equivalent of like literally. I know we're like fast forwarding, but when she like
she does this,
she's like she pulls it out of her pocket and she's like trying to find it. She's like struggling to find it, and then she pulls it out, and then she just goes like, and there's just nothing, and she's like, and then everyone at the table is like, is this a joke?
I saw a joke on TikTok that was like, Jeremiah is $20,005 in debt.
Yeah.
The ring was $5, and he's $20,000 in debt because of the next semester of school.
I just like she's so deep into denial right now that she received that ring and she's like happy.
Yeah, like I wish Taylor didn't turn around and like want to help, but I think it's like some kind of compulsive need in her to want to be the bridesmaid. You know, I mean, or maybe she just is supporting her friend and she does like Jeremiah, but like I don't know, like she was right with her initial reaction. She should like encourage her to not marry him. I think she just wants to be a bridesmaid, honestly.
Or maid of honor.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Maid of honor.
Wrong. Good. Yeah, I think, because I mean, I think maybe she decided like, well, Belly's not going to change her mind no matter what I say, so, you know, I'm just going to have fun with it, I guess. It's not my wedding. I don't care. No, which, I mean, is also, I guess, valid. Like, at this point, Belly's just making her own decisions and everything, so I feel like, yeah. Like, she's like all of us. She's like, all right, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You know? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That was pretty crazy though. Okay. And also, they sit down at the cafe, right? And like
I know you're about to say.
Beforehand, she's talking to Jeremiah and she's like, oh, you know, I haven't seen Taylor in a while. Like we really need to catch up, and I feel bad. I want to spend some time with her. And they go to the cafe. They sit down for all of like 3 minutes. And then Belly's like, all right, my dad's here. I gotta go. She doesn't eat a single thing either. She
leaves it.
She just leaves it there. She leaves it on the table and she gets up and then she walks out. And I saw somewhere it was like that was so like Disney Channel-esque of that to happen.
In the morning, coming down to the breakfast table, eating one bite of a waffle and leaving.
Yeah. I was like, what? And I was like, what was that? What was that? Like, I think she's so wrapped up right now. Again, like when I said earlier, like she's so driven by her emotions and she's so like just fixated on the boys and Jeremiah. Like she's so like she totally just like is so wrapped up in that right now that she's just not prioritizing anything else in her life.
She's so wrapped up in the boy. Yeah. That literally everything else is slipping, because she said she was gonna hang out with Taylor and she literally left. I mean, I think part of the reason she left was because she was offended by what Taylor said, but still, like, talk it out. Like, you didn't have to
be mature.
Yeah, and either way, like, her dad still got there at that time, unless she just made an excuse up. But like she would have had 3 minutes no matter if they fought or not to like be with her. I mean, I know she was late, but she was late because she was like with Jeremiah receiving that ring.
She's late because of Jeremiah, and then she has to leave earlier. Right.
Yeah. I don't know. But it's funny, there was a line in the book that said like at some point Belly has a bridal shower and she says that it feels like it's Taylor's because of the way she's like making the wedding like all about like herself, and that also just like kind of shows that Belly like doesn't even want the wedding anymore. So I wonder if they're gonna do that, or they're gonna make Taylor kind of like revert back to the way she was when she initially reacted. Because I hope she comes up with more logic, but she also hates Conrad, so I don't really know. Like I hope she realizes what's best for Belly by the end of this and isn't driven by like, oh, I want my friend to have a wedding or something like that.
Yeah, like she matures enough to actually
Yeah.
push her in the right direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
honestly, her being with Steven is he's a good influence on her, I feel
He
like.
is. Yeah.
So maybe, you know, I don't know. I feel like hopefully everything will happen in the right way, you know?
I think, not to like jump a gun either here, but like, I think once Steven finds out about the cheating,
Ooh.
Like,
what Jeremiah cheated on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll be different because he technically was doing it to his girlfriend too. As we were saying last episode, it's like, it's a big a theme here, but I think he'll like freak out if he finds out that Jeremiah cheated on his little sister twice. And I think maybe that'll give maybe Taylor a new perspective to realize like, yeah, my best friend should not be doing this, and hopefully jump over to Team Conrad, because seeing Taylor on Team Conrad is something that would be cool.
I would love to see Steven get like protective like that.
Yeah, because he has in the past. I mean, they've done it in really corny ways.
Yeah.
But like, it's like no matter what, that emotion's still in him and in his character. So I think that would be important to come out. And he is really close with Conrad, or he at least like really looks up to him. So
right.
I don't know. Like even like he was Team Conrad totally last season. Like he wanted them to get back together.
Yeah.
Now I don't really know. I feel like their conversation this episode was pretty awkward though. Like
yes.
I feel like Conrad was just awkward with everybody.
Well, because he hasn't seen everybody in the last like 3 years or something,
I know.
right? Yeah,
Something like that.
That actually felt like, I agree that it felt very realistic to me too, though. Like just you know, like you reunite with these people that are your family, and it's kind of that small talk kind of is going on, and obviously they're talking about what he's up to, and you know, at least he has the fantastic answer of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a doctor, like
Yeah.
I'm working in the clinic. Maybe
I'm also hiding away in California to be away from Belly and my brother. That's what he's not saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, do you want to like start dissecting that scene?
That scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting from maybe
When they see each other.
Yeah. Oh. I felt it too. I felt it as much as I felt the first scene of the show when they introduced Conrad, when he walks in and Lover starts playing.
Yeah.
It was like an exact parallel to that
Yes.
too. I think I probably sent you an edit or something to say
yep.
or whatever, and it like
was
does
like
the parallel.
jumping between.
Yeah. Like I was like, oh my god, this feels like the beginning, and this shows like that Belly still has that feeling that I was talking about that she lost last season, which I think they just didn't include that like feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And that feeling is just her underlying love for Conrad always like blooming through, because you could totally tell how she just gets distracted by him, and you could almost hear her internal like dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Like last season we totally lost it, and I think that was so people would revert to Team Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Like I think they just did that for the purpose of the show. Like
yeah, I agree.
Which I hate.
I think they did a lot for just the purpose of the show.
Yeah.
And also you mentioned last time that if they, because you actually predicted the whole like shower like
That's
shaving
what I was just gonna say. Yeah.
and everything. Yeah, like yeah, like
Did you see the video I sent you where they had the narration over it?
yes, I did.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
she literally says like I shaved my legs twice just in case. I put my hair up. I did my makeup, whatever. Like and like it was all for Conrad, like in case she saw him.
Yeah.
And that moment when she does see him is so powerful, because it's like seeing your lover after 3 years of not seeing them.
Right.
Like.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was my favorite scene of the show show so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like the season.
Yeah,
so far.
I agree. That's probably just the most romantic moment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we've just been infused with all this Jeremiah crap, and we're just like starving for Conrad, so they fed us.
And it happened the same exact way too. I saw the page of the book, and it was like they were having a conversation about flowers, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know, pretty ones," and they turn around and Conrad's there, and like they did that exactly the same. So they're doing a lot of it right. I'm just confused on why they're making Jeremiah so terrible. Anyway,
someone in the writers' room really hated Jeremiah. They read the book and they hated Jeremiah.
He's speaking for all of us, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, so now when they actually sit down for dinner, that was probably the most painfully like awkward.
Yeah, imagine being next to their table.
Like, imagine being in at the table. Imagine being at the table. I want to be in a different restaurant. Actually, that was so okay. Everything about it too, like when Laura was like, "Oh, you know what? We're leaving. Like, I'll take the check now." I'm like, "You didn't eat anything. Why would you pay for anything?"
They could have stayed.
I know. You may as well eat. Like, yeah, that was so bad. That was really bad.
I really liked it though. I liked how uncomfortable it was.
Yeah. Because
so much was happening and so much symbolism was happening.
Yes.
Within everything.
I think I know what you're. we should talk about the menu.
The menu.
Yeah. Right.
Because Laurel says, I'm paying. And first Adam says that he wants the surf and turf, which is the most expensive thing on the menu. Because Laurel's paying. Like, to be an asshole, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then Jeremiah follows. And Belly side-eyes him. And she says that she's going to take the suit. Or I don't remember who spoke first, if it was Belly or Jeremiah.
Jeremiah said it right after Adam.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because he, like...
Yeah.
The fact that he spoke so quickly, too.
I know.
And then she goes to tomato bisque,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably, what, like, $10? Like...
Yeah.
And then even Conrad didn't order something that expensive either, and Steven was somewhere in the middle. Like,
right.
I don't know. That just shows where everyone's head is at in a way.
Yeah.
Like, it shows just how Jeremiah, like, just doesn't even think about money and, like, what it all means.
Exactly. Like, he like, when he hears that he's, like, $20K in debt now, or, like, he has to pay for the whole, like, another semester of college, like, it just completely goes in one year or the other. Like, he doesn't actually have a grasp on what that means.
Yeah, and I don't think he has a grasp on how the wedding's going to cost either.
Yes.
Like, it's just they're two young kids jumping into a wedding with no money.
Yeah.
And that's what the fight was pretty much at the table, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was the best. I'm seeing so many, like, reenactments of that scene right now. Of people literally just doing, like, everybody's reaction of just when, oh yeah, I already kind of reenacted the moment where she pulls out the ring and it's, like, the most cringe thing I've ever seen in my life. But, like, dude, it was just, like, I'm like, did you think that you were, like, serving there when she was all, like...
I think that's the, like... It's so cringe, but I feel like it kind of worked, though. Because it's so, like...
It worked to make me want to cry.
No, I know. It's because, like, I think it's not meant to serve. Like, it's meant to just be embarrassing.
Yeah,
like,
right.
And everyone feels that so much because of how embarrassing it is. That's why we felt so much watching that scene, because of how they all acted.
Yep.
Like,
when everybody just sat there and had their different facial expression, I literally thought, I was like, each one of these needed a Vine boom. Like, every single one of them needed that.
I'm sure that exists.
And it does, because I found a video earlier.
Really? Maybe I have too. I don't know. I've seen so many. Like, I think to one of your TikToks earlier, I replied, like, I've just been seeing so many memes of this, like, or like edits to this, like, that I can't do it anymore. Like,
Nope.
It's painful.
It really is painful. Yeah, but honestly, I mean, they were all right. And in that moment, Steven was like, what do you guys, like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, everybody said something except for Conrad, though.
He didn't say a single word.
Yeah.
He always said that he had no idea.
Yeah.
And just the look that he had was sickening.
Yeah.
Like, in last season, he said that it physically hurts to not be able to tell her that I'm in love with her. And right there, you could, like, just see it. I mean, you could see it all the time in his face.
Yeah.
And right there, like, he just, like, looks like he's sick to his stomach. I mean, also, he's watching a total shit show, so I don't really, like, blame him. But, I mean, I think everyone's reactions were pretty valid.
I completely agree.
And let's talk about right before that, when Adam basically just, like, called Jeremiah super senior in front of the entire table. That was hard. That was hard to watch, and I almost felt bad for him for a second. But also, I was just like, check your email.
What an asshole, though. His dad.
I know. That's the only moment I really did kind of feel bad for him, because then that's why Belly came out with the, we're getting married.
Oh, right, because they weren't going to say that.
They weren't.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to tell Conrad privately, which I don't know if that would have been better.
Yeah, I don't even know why they would think to do... Okay, I don't think that Billy and Jeremiah should have told them together. I think Jeremiah and Conrad should have had a conversation.
And there's actually a scene, I think, for the future, for, like, next episode, so we can reference what we're talking about now. They do have, like, a little private scene, like, about it, where Conrad actually does voice his opinion while they're out surfing.
Oh,
and
okay.
I don't, like, somewhat, like, there's a scene in the trailer that shows that we might get it, so we can talk about that next time we watch it, because it might be in the next episode,
and we'll
maybe.
See if, yeah.
Yeah, and it's, like, a fight that they have, because Conrad's just saying what everyone else is saying, like, are you sure, like, this is a good idea? And he just acts like a baby and, like, leaves, pretty much. Which, I know I'm going to be so, like, down that scene, like, I'm predicting that now.
Oh, my God. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, so we'll be ready for that. Yeah.
But there was just so much going on and so much tension at that dinner table scene, like, I don't know. I really liked how it made me feel, because it was just so embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, it was so entertaining to watch. And the one thing with Conrad in that episode, he deserves people better, because he doesn't even, Belly doesn't even deserve him anymore.
Nope.
I really feel bad for him, because he was quiet. No one really talked to him.
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's
I
just I
know.
feel bad for him.
The whole time he was probably like, why did I even come?
Like, yeah, like why did I listen to Agnes? Because honestly, that scene was actually kind of funny in the beginning, where she was like, "You go and you suck it up," and he did go and he did suck it up, and then that happened. So now he could be like, "Yeah, thanks Agnes for making me go, because this is the shit show that happened."
I don't even understand why she's pushing him.
I know she's annoying, but like I can only imagine how that conversation is gonna go. Like, yeah, thanks for pushing me to go. They're getting married, and she's just be like, "Oh,
yeah, she's
sorry,
gonna get
bro."
humbled." Yeah. Also, that reminds me, was it the same scene where they were running together?
Oh, I hate that scene. That was so corny. Whose idea was that?
Okay. Like,
I blocked it out.
I saw a video on it too, and I was glad because I was like, all right, so it validated what I was thinking in that moment, because
I saw that video before I watched the episode.
Oh, did you?
So I was like prepared.
Yeah. They were like in a full-on sprint. Like they were like it looked like they were racing each other, and then they just stop and they're all like like out of breath. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, if you're gonna run together, you run at like a conversational pace, if anything, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're both like sprinting. Their form is terrible. I just needed to like throw it out there. Like I genuinely was like, ew. And I knew it too. I'm like, I know they're gonna stop running and they're gonna be out of breath and they're gonna engage in a conversation. Like that's what's gonna happen. And it's exactly what happened. I'm like, oh, they should have been on a walk. Frankly, that pissed me off. They should have been on a walk.
That gave me the ick.
It was that was icky. That was seriously
icky. I blocked it out of my memory.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I needed to share it. I needed to remind you because I can't.
As much as I talk about how much I love Conrad, there's a few moments in the show where I'm just like, I'm gonna pretend this doesn't exist, because like we talk about all these like cringy Jeremiah moments, but like there's been some Conrad moments too that aren't great.
That's true. Well, there's moments of the show that are just cringe.
Oh yeah, of course.
In general, so it's gonna fall on every character at some point.
At some point, oh my god. Yeah. One of the last things about the dinner table scene is that I notice. I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, and literally, obviously, like especially watching this show, there's one song that I really love. The song that they played.
Oh, at the very end?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yes, I don't remember what it was.
No Surprises.
Yes.
I loved it. But it really, the scene itself reminded me of my favorite Taylor Swift song, Right Where You Left Me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically just about someone being stuck at the restaurant. And it's like, help, I'm still at the restaurant. Which means I'm still, like, the restaurant in the song is like a metaphor for I'm still in this, like, memory.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's basically Conrad's, like, saying that he's still stuck to Belly in a way, but they literally all left him at the restaurant. So like, I just loved that somehow. Like I don't know, obviously if it was intentional. I mean, I know Taylor Swift has a big influence on the show,
right?
Or the writers at least. But I loved that. And when I first saw the edits that people were making to it, I was like, oh my god, this is like everything, because this is my favorite song, and this scene like matches it so perfectly. And I think that's the reason I really like the scene, because it's literally that song, and I don't know, that just hit a lot.
Right.
I don't know, and I love how beautiful that song is, and it's sad, and Conrad was just sad, and he literally was left alone in that parking lot to just stand there and wait while he just found out the second most devastating news of his life besides his mom dying.
Right.
So.
Right. Him standing there alone, like physically just standing there alone, everyone drives away, was probably just like the most telling part of how everybody was feeling and like acting towards him. Like he felt really isolated, you could just tell.
Yeah.
And now everyone just leaves him in the dust, and he's just standing in the parking lot. Like,
to him. Yeah. That's like what I don't understand. Like I don't think in the books Belly really said much to him, but I know she was probably thinking about what he was thinking. And I don't really think we saw that much in the scene. We saw it earlier in the episode, I think, when I think her and Jeremiah were driving the car at some point, and Jeremiah said, should we wait to tell him or something? And he was talking about his dad, and she was thinking of Conrad. Forgot exactly what was happening. So like you could tell that he's still on her mind, especially after she first sees him. But like during the scene, like it's like she completely forgot about him again. So I don't really know where her head's at. It's just because we're not too fully in it, I guess. It's not like we're reading it. So I'm used to just like reading her head.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that scene with Conrad, he's just going to be waiting for her. He's like just yearning for her.
Yep.
Oh, and the other thing, seeing, remember how I mentioned last episode that there's parallels to the Notebook?
Yes, I
Have
know.
you seen? Yeah.
Yes, I've seen the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. So like there were more in this episode, obviously with the ring and Conrad standing there, and now there's the meme that people are making of him in front of the cousin's house.
Yes.
Like how like Ryan Gosling's in front of Noah's in front of the house that he built for them. So like that's like the house that he's waiting for Belly to come home to.
Yeah.
So I like that, but
right.
I don't know. I just think he deserves better at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or Belly just has to have a big attitude change and realize that this is not what she needs.
I like what you said before, how her ending should be her going to Paris and focusing on herself for a while.
Yeah.
And growing up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the biggest issue here.
Yeah. I think they're gonna stick to the ending of the book, except in the book there was no Paris.
Yeah.
It was she did study abroad, but that wasn't really like a big part of the book.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like in the end, in the epilogue.
Yeah.
And she didn't get with Karma right away. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna have to see next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you check out all of our other social media channels and the link in the description, and come back next Sunday. Well, we're recording on Sunday, but this will be uploaded tomorrow for our thoughts on episode 4. I'm your host, Meaghan Krantz, and
Ella Lambiazzi.
And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
This is The Culture.